Shut up. You can go
Okay,
ahead and
so
start.
you want to know why Minato just much faster than Hashirama?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a scan where Minato just like outspeeds all the Hokage. Tobirama says his body flicker just pales in comparison to Minato's. Obviously, the other Hokage arrive at a similar time, whereas Minato is just much faster.
Um, Hold on. This isn't Sage Mode Hashirama.
I don't think Sage Mode is much of an amp for him.
How can you assert that?
Okay, because he's relative to Edo Madara in base and Sage Mode.
Um, yeah. How is that an anti for you? Well, how does that
Okay,
disprove
I'm
that
just
Sage Mode
saying,
is a
right?
large amp?
I'm saying, right? If he can be relative in his base form and then power up into Sage Mode and still be relative, then the amp just isn't large at all.
But why are we assuming that like this version of Edo Madara, right, with the Rinnegan and all of these like
I'm talking
additional
about Edo
amps?
Madara. He's
No, I'm
relative.
saying
Hold on,
why?
hold on, no. He's relative to Edo Madara in
Yeah.
base and in Sage Mode. I'm not talking about EMS Madara at
Oh,
all.
I thought you were talking about EMS. My bad.
No,
Um, when was he relative in base and Sage Mode?
I got you, Chief. Here's them being relative in base, and here's Hashirama trying to get past Madara in order to get to the battlefield and help everyone with Jubito, and he can't get past.
Yeah, I have a few issues with it.
Okay,
So,
what's your issues?
so in the first game, we can't actually like quantify if they're relative because we
Why
know
they're
that in
clashing?
this. Yeah, I'll explain. So we know that in this exact moment, the chakra vine surrounding them was like extracting their chakra to an extent where the Susanoo was
No,
even
the
getting like
chakra
ripped
vines
away
don't
from
go
their
after
body.
Edo Tenseis.
How do we know that? Because
We
they
see it
blocked,
with
like
we
they
see it
dragged
with the
away their
other Edo
Susanoo,
Tenseis. Like they were
but
cutting
they
the
dragged away the
vines.
Susanoo.
When?
It separated Madara Susanoo from his body.
When?
I'll grab this guy. It's like it's pretty much when they first appeared, he was like close to them, and then we clearly see the vines are like absorbing his
Wait, do they have to
Susanoo.
make contact to do that?
I'm pretty sure his Susanoo was in contact or just nearby.
Okay, so then they're not
Yeah,
being drained. They're not in contact with the
but
vines.
his physical body wasn't. I don't think it was in contact with the vine when his Susanoo was absorbed. All I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
is
they're not in
the vines are
contact
being
with the
shown to.
vines.
What did you say?
They're not in contact with the vines.
Okay, but they still absorb an Edo's like an Edo Jutsu's chakra, right?
Yeah, but they're not in contact with the vines. Like it's fine if
But
like
that
when they touch it and they have chakra already output it absorbs. But there's hold on,
bro,
let
what
me
the fuck? Hold
I
on.
banned that kid. Anyway, it's fine if when
Okay,
they
thank you.
touch it, it's fine if when they touch it, this their chakra starts getting absorbed. But if they're not in contact with it and you can't show me it's getting absorbed, then I don't think that matters at all.
Oh,
And you
but when
also
they're clashing
understand,
here,
hold on. You also understand that that nerf would just be applying to both of them, correct? So that wouldn't change anything.
well, no, I mean, okay, I'll address the first thing, then the second thing. So the issue
Okay.
with the first thing you said is that when they are clashing,
In the
they're
air.
literally standing on the
They're
vines.
in the air.
No,
They're in the
no,
air.
they're standing on.
Monlem, look at the
Um,
thing. They're in the air. They're literally bouncing back off of one another.
no, I'm saying that they where they actually like leaped off of was the vine. So we don't know what
Flawed ass be
extent
Okay.
they're
back.
being like
Hold on,
nerfed.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. That's fine, right? If they were actually touching the
Okay.
vines. But all you showed me was that the vines absorb when they come into contact with chakra.
Yeah,
Okay. So prove they were outputting chakra.
they were leaping off. That's a
Okay.
chakra based attack.
No. The vines absorb outputted chakra already. That's what you showed. Or that's what I know
Yeah.
anyway, based off the Susano thing, right? Okay, so prove they absorb chakra from an Edo's body.
Um. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Um.
So Sage Mo's not a massive imp. Minato is much faster. He just stabs him in his throat and he dies.
Give me a second. I just make the argument that how do we know this version of Sage Mode, like this version of base Hashirama's Wood Golem scales to Sage Mode Hashirama's Wood Golem because that's what you're like using for scaling. So
What are
how
you
are you
talking
gonna
about?
like I'm like what okay, so we agree that like base Hashirama and Wood Golem Hashirama, they don't have the exact same speeds, right?
One of them is in Sage mode.
Exactly. So if in one instance, right, he's in Sage Mode and he's in a Wood Golem and he's relative to like
No, hold on. You're
fully
missing the
transformed,
argument. He's in Sage mode in a Wood Golem, but he's failing to get past Madara.
right?
Okay, so then that
This is a
doesn't
full
matter.
body Susan. This is a perfect Susanoo Madara. So how do we know
So
this version of Madara is relative to base Madara? I mean, sorry. How do we know this version of Hashirama is relative to the Hashirama before? Because we can't like say this isn't a large amp because we're not actually comparing what you're using to scale. We're comparing a
Monlem, I
base
don't
to.
understand what you're saying.
Let
Why
me
does
try and
Madara
rephrase.
being in his Susanoo matter?
No, I'm saying that due to the. Okay, I'm saying we see Hashirama in his Wood Golem, right? And then you're
Okay,
presenting him in base. So we can't
okay.
say that him in.
Troy goes
Bro,
there with the
calm
booby
down. Let me
downs.
mute the link.
I banned him. What?
Okay, I'm saying that we see like this version of Hashirama you've shown is in base, right?
Okay.
And he's fighting an Edo Madara who's also like in base, right? Then
He
they
doesn't have
both
his
amp
Susanoo
up,
on. Yeah. Wait, why is the Susanoo an
right?
amp?
Well, I mean, we see against like the five Kage when he amps up to the Susanoo, he's like, "Oh, I'm not playing anymore. You guys are dead now." So that would just
Well,
indicate that
no,
this
yeah,
is
that
like
was
a
because he
level
was
up.
holding back, like, in general against him. But he's actually excited to
Um,
fight Hashirama, if you didn't know. He does that to everybody, but when Hashirama gets there, you know, he, like, lands. He's like, Hashirama, like, bro, my
yeah,
nigga, let's fight right now.
yeah, yeah, I remember that. Um, okay, yeah, that's fine. Um,
Okay, so Minato shoves a kunai in his throat and he dies.
I have a question. Is this Edo, Minato?
I muted him. What'd you say, Monlem?
give me a second. So, how fast is Minato's reaction speed?
It doesn't matter. His body flickers
I
fast,
think
so
it
you're just
does.
gonna throw it. He's just gonna slam the kunai into his throat.
Okay, but how do we know that? Like, so if I scale my character's reaction speed above Minato's reaction speed, that would just mean that my character would be able to react to Minato's
But he can't move
arm.
out the way.
He doesn't have to move out of the way. He just has to lift
Okay,
up
so
his
then
arm
if
from
hold on,
hitting
if he reacts
Minato's
but
next
can't
step.
move, then it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter because you'd have blocked the attack, right?
No, hold on. Okay, well, prove his combat speed scales to me until his body flicker.
All right. So for one, right? Okay. Give me a second. I need to actually think about that.
There's no way to do
Okay,
this.
so no, I would just argue that he would go to this version of Madara, right?
Of course,
And then a weaker Madara who was fighting the five Kage would scale above the fourth Raikage. Do you have an issue with that?
the weaker
He
Madara
literally,
who's fighting.
or
Okay,
the same Madara who's fighting the fourth. He literally like beat him up.
he's fighting for yeah, sure.
Okay, and then the fourth is relative or a weaker version of the fourth is
A
stayed
weaker
in a
version
dead
of the fourth is relative to who? Minato?
Minato. Yeah.
God, I hate you so much. Okay, why is that scan in reference to Hokage Minato?
Hold on, let me actually send this because I need to. They call him the Yellow Flash, which is like the name which he was referred to multiple times when he was the
Yeah,
Hokage.
wait, when was he referred to that? When he was Hokage?
Um, shit. I'm. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure.
Okay, so that doesn't work.
Is there a difference between Hokage Minato and a slightly younger version of Minato?
Nah, I don't need to prove that.
You kind of do.
No, I don't.
That's what you
If you
presuppose.
can't assert which
All right.
version, hold on. If you can't assert which version of Minato it's applying to, then I don't have to prove that at all.
I mean, I would just say it's a vague statement, right? We'll
Okay,
just
so
take it
you
as the
should have used
most
a vague
recent.
statement to scale.
Wait, hold on. Let me send the scan so I can actually like read it.
I've already read the skin.
Oh, can you post it so I can like see what they actually?
I mean, I can post it, sure, or whatever.
All right. um
Which one did you want? Because there's two translations of this.
um the one which like doesn't look like ugly.
I'm just gonna assume that's this one since I can't read your mind.
No, but it's like yeah. Oh, there's also the C statement where it says like Minato's
Yeah, proof C knows how
synopsis.
fast Minato is.
He would have a good idea since
Okay, go
this
ahead.
was like
Why?
he would have a good idea since this would just be like something that's spoken about a
There was
lot
a
since
calc of
Minato.
Minato's speed written down. Show me that.
No, I'm just saying that like these characters would just hear like
Yeah, they can
war
hear he's
stories,
super fast, but not know exactly how fast he is. It doesn't matter.
but if they're consistently hearing he's just as fast as a Raikage and it's to this much
Okay, that
detail,
can be
right?
wrong.
Why is it wrong though?
Because Minato should just. Oh, sorry, hold on. Say what you about to say again.
I said right. I'm basically saying right. Kishimoto put this here for a reason,
Oh
right? He
god, you're
didn't
gonna
just
try
slap
this
this
jaw
here.
jaw thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
basically saying he didn't like put this here for no reason. He's
Why?
clearly like putting it here to feed us
Why?
information. Um, because that's what like every statement's for us to
Why?
feed the reader information.
This doesn't work
Um,
when you don't have a good understanding of narrative like Jaw Jaw does.
yeah, I'll just drop that shit. Alright,
Okay.
so I've got one more argument I want to say about this. So I'm basically gonna say right. C is just he's basically hearing these war stories, right? And from that, and we know how popular the Raikage and Minato both are in their respective villages, right? From that,
Okay.
he would have just like known. It's like a
Hold
known
on,
fact that
Monlem.
this is
That
the case.
doesn't matter at all. If you can't prove he knew Minato's exact speed, then what he's saying is just an assumption.
Why can't it just be an assumption based off of like reasoning?
That doesn't matter. It's still an assumption.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's an assumption based off
That
of
doesn't make it
reasoning. So
correct.
it's it can just make it logical and like more
It can
likely.
be logical, but not correct. There's
That's
nothing to show that that
why.
is likely at all.
I'll just say it's like consistent with the other statement. Like they both
You dropped the other
consistent.
statement. That's why you moved on to the
No,
other
I dropped
thing.
the narrative. No. I dropped the narrative argument.
Okay. So,
Right, and I'm now saying both of these statements, right, are consistent with one another. I've given this
yeah,
interpretation of
but that
what like
doesn't
why
matter because
C would have this
you
knowledge.
can't prove in which Minato is referring to.
Why do I need to prove? Why does that matter?
Okay, because if you can't assert it applies to Hokage Minato, then your claim just doesn't work.
Um, what is it? Do you have that statement? Can you drop it, please?
What statement?
Oh, what does it say? Did they call him the Yellow Flash or like Minato? What is he like? What does it say?
She says Yellow Flash.
What do you think the Yellow Flash refers to when people say Yellow Flash?
Uh, Joni Minato, what he's known as. That's when he got the name. When he's the fourth Hokage, they typically call him like Lord Fourth or Fourth Hokage.
You think people from outside the village call him Lord Fourth? What? I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean like Raikage, when he speaks to Tsunade, he calls her Hokage and not Tsunade.
No, I'm saying obviously this would be after he died, right? So this is all past tense. Who outside of the Leaf Village is like referred to Minato?
Raikage calls Minato fourth Hokage when he's talking to Naruto. He says no one's faster than me since fourth Hokage died.
Okay. Then right, then Doesn't the Raikage like refer? Actually, no, that's B. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just say like if it's referring to Jonin Minato, is there any difference between Jonin Minato and
Yeah, it
Hokage
just means you
Minato?
can't use the statement to like, or the statement to contradict my scaling, since I just have Minato over the other characters you scaled.
Wait, why? What's the difference between Jonin Minato and Hokage, man?
Okay, I'm saying if you scale this way, right? The scaling you were about to present was Hashirama to Madara
The
over
Madara, yeah.
Raikage to Minato. But my scaling
Mm-hmm.
would go Hokage Minato over Hashi to Madara to Raikage, which goes back to Minato. So if the statement is in reference to Joni Minato, that scaling would be the quantification for the difference between the two.
Um, wouldn't that just imply that Edo Minato would scale above? Because you're not actually
No,
using a
because I'm
live
telling you
Minato
that.
for
Hold
this.
on. No, because I'm telling you that Yellow Flash is in reference to Joni Minato. We already agreed on that.
That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about at all.
Okay, so then the statements you have only apply to Joni Minato.
So yeah, Six Paths. I agree to that. Let's say it's Stillman now. All of my statements
It's not
refer
a
to
steal,
Yellow
man.
Flash.
You agreed to it. You
Or I
lost the
dropped
point.
that, or I agree. Yeah, that's fine. So
Okay.
I agree that all of these statements I've presented refer to a Jonin Minato, right? And then I
Okay.
asked you what's the difference between Jonin Minato and Hokage Minato? And then you
And
presented
Hokage
this line of
Minato has better
scaling.
feats.
Okay, but he doesn't. Edo Minato has better feats.
Yes,
So what
Edos are
feats?
weaker than Alive. And you wait. You've been letting me use this Edo feat for Hokage Minato this entire time.
Yeah, but I just thought of this, to be honest. Like, I'm
Okay.
not gonna rap. I just thought of this. I don't see an issue with that.
So Minato slams the kunai into his neck and he dies.
Um, let me think. Edo's below alive. Uh, how strong is Minato?
It doesn't matter. You have no durability feats for Hashirama. If you do, I'll wait.
Okay. Um, I would just say, right, he would have to be at least Biju level. I'm
In
referring to like Kurama
durability?
here.
Why?
Yeah, because he directly faces off against the fucking
The
like
BG?
Madara.
Yeah, but he does that with wood
Yeah,
style. He doesn't ever get hit.
he doesn't have Woodsaw. Hmm, okay, okay. I mean, wouldn't he have Woodstow active?
No, because Minato's blitzing.
No, I'm saying with SBA, right? He starts his fights with the Woodstow because this is Sage
No, he
Hashirama.
doesn't.
I can probably show you more times when he's like, we see him beginning a
Wait. The
fight.
wood style doesn't matter because Minato's still blitzing. He'll be on top of his golem and get a kunai in his neck.
Oh, oh yeah, some top. Fuck, I thought he had like a armor. Okay, yeah. I'll let me think of one more. So I would just say, right, um, me, fucking Hashirama says that Naruto is almost has as much chakra as him, right?
Okay, proof he uses it to
And we
amp his
know chakra's
durability.
the proof he uses it time piece
Yeah,
durability.
how much of his chakra does
Well,
he
I
use to
mean,
amp his
he just
durability? Or if he does he do it at all? He has no durability feat for you to quantify that or say it applies.
I mean, it would just go towards his AP, right? And with Newton's third law,
He doesn't
we
ever
would just
punch.
say,
He doesn't ever punch. His attacks are all wood style.
no, he's hold on,
Who's he punch?
wait, he like clashes with EMS Madara, right?
Yeah,
This
okay.
same, yeah, this same Madara would
Wait, he does that with the swords. Those don't. Why do those scale to him?
it's just the force that he's putting behind the sword.
Okay,
What do
how
you
much
mean?
force
Why
does
doesn't?
Madara put behind his sword?
Madara's sword doesn't have a force.
Okay, so then it's not a feat. Thank you.
Oh wait, yeah. Fuck. I'm retarded. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and concede.
Okay. GG.
Monlem